Hello and welcome to the Business Basics. I'm so excited to share this with you. And before we dive into how the Young Living business compensation plan works and all of those wonderful details, I want to share with you about my story and why I got started with Young Living. So it was around 2014, and my friend Jamie Davidson, she knows that I'm a little bit into, at the time I was a little bit into being all natural and healthy and things like that. She's like, hey, my friend Tiffany is teaching a class, and it's about something related to essential oils. I don't really know anything about it. She's like, "Why don't you come with me?" And I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll go with you." Just to kind of so she wasn't the only one going to somebody's place by themselves. So we show up and we get all the great information that maybe you have received as well, and your mind is like, Psh, that is amazing. I took a whole bunch of notes, but I just didn't commit to anything that day. About a year went by, and essential oils became a little bit more popular. I started dabbling in some other brands and didn't really see the results that I had learned about from Tiffany's class. And I was diving into books for hours and hours trying to find out how to use the oils and what are the best ways to use the oils and what do you not do with the oils. And it was all very overwhelming. Then I decided I wanted to start my own business sharing personal growth tips and techniques with people and how essential oils could help empower them. That's when I invited Tiffany over to my house. Like, there was this girl, she was really smart, and I want her to teach my family about essential oils because she knows a lot more than I do. So Tiffany came over, my parents were there, and my sister-in-law, as well as her mom. So we all sat in my living room in the circle, and Tiffany shared with us the amazing testimonies that these oils have. And we smelled the oils, put a few oils on, and my sister-in-law Christy decided, okay, it's my birthday month. I'm gonna get myself a kit. And I was like, wow, that was really unexpected. I just really wanted Tiffany to come over here and teach us so that we could go dabble with some other brand of oils. And Christy got the kit. Tiffany said, "This is awesome. Now you have an opportunity to get $50 back from Young Living, and you can use that money towards your kit." And I'm like, yes, sign me up, please. So I ended up getting a kit. My parents also got a kit, and that was in August, I think, of 2016. So ever since then, we've been ordering every month, fallen in love with the product because there's so much to fall in love with, and just naturally sharing along the way. I had several make and takes after that class because I was so excited to get my kit, and I just wanted other people to learn about it because it was such an amazing tool for every family to have. And at my make and takes, which at this point I had no intention to sell these starter kits and the oils, I was still pursuing my idea of coaching and helping people and throwing in the oils here and there. And people are like, "These are great. Like, how do I get them?" And I'm like, "Huh? Hey, Jamie, like, she wants to get a kit. Can you help her out here?" And that's just kind of one thing led to another. Had that December class. We had a fun Lucy Libido, like Valentine's class. My friend Amy enrolled and she took it and ran with it, and it really sparked a fire underneath me to do the same and pour my energy into this resource because it is a wonderful compensation plan, as you will learn, and it is definitely worth your time. Throughout the time that I've been business building, it's been about 2 years, a little over 2 years, and this income opportunity has helped my family in so many ways. I remember there was a brief period of time when my husband was looking for a new job. He had been laid off, and we were not getting any income. I was getting my typical teacher paycheck, but things were a little bit tight. And then that month was the month that I was able to achieve the rank of silver for the first time. I was blessed with a wonderful paycheck, and we were able to pay our mortgage with that paycheck. And it was such a huge weight off of our shoulders. Then other months, we've been able to budget and use that money. I used that whenever Jack was being born. I used all of those funds that I was getting from Young Living to help pay for his birth. And since then, we've been able to fund my maternity leave right now with my time off with Harper, which y'all might see. and the little cute pink thing right there. So Young Living has been a huge blessing for us, and it will continue to be as well. So that's how Young Living has helped us. Besides the financial gains, which have been wonderful, I have gotten the best friendships out of this. I talk to people every day that I care about and that I am just grateful to have them in my life. In addition to these wonderful friendships, I have become a better person. Young Living, it pushes you to be the best person that you can be if you're going to be a leader. You can't really grow and share unless you yourself are in a positive place. So it's been great for that as well. And then this fall, I get to go on Silver Retreat, so I'm super stoked about that. It's a free trip, all expense paid from Young Living. They fly me to Utah, and the hotel is paid for. You get free swag and go to the farms and have wonderful experiences there. So I'm really looking forward to that trip, and I can't wait to share that with you guys whenever I come back. And I look forward to many of my members also getting that trip. So enough about me. Now let's go ahead and get started about you and how this will work for you. So during this event, I'm going to share basic information, and I hope this helps you on your journey. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide. So what is your why? Knowing your why is very important. It is also important to know that everybody else's why is different. Whenever I first heard about defining your why, I'm like, well, I'm not really sure. There's like a lot of good reasons why somebody might want to do this. And I heard people say, oh, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. This was whenever I think I was pregnant with Jack. Like, staying at home, that sounds wonderful. And now that I've been home with Jack, who's 20 months, and Harper, who is now 11 weeks, I've been home with them since December, so 2.5 months. Staying at home is the hardest job in the entire world, you guys. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, bless you. You are amazing. So I want to help people. And after having Harper, it's just such an empowering experience having a natural birth. My new why is being able to quit full-time teaching, which I do love teaching because it helps serve a part of my need of reaching people on a daily basis and helping people on a daily basis. And so I love teaching, but after having Harper and Jack naturally, I really, really want to help other women have natural births as well. And I would love to be able to be a yoga teacher. So those are some of my newly developed whys. And that's not what they were a few years ago. A few years ago, I was like, I just want to get my starter kit paid for. That was my why. So, knowing your why is very important, and it will be different than other people's why. So, don't just hear what somebody else says and copy it because it's not going to motivate you and it's not going to speak truth into you whenever you have those hard days where you called 10 people. They say they're going to come to a class, you have a class, and nobody shows up. Okay, those happen. That happens. And whenever it does, and you feel like you've hit ground bottom, you need to look back at your why, and it needs to be strong enough to push you to keep going. If it's something that you're not bought into, you're not going to pick yourself up off of that ground. You're not going to face obstacles and feel like they've made you a better person and climb over it. You would just fall and crumble and let it go. This morning, every week in Living has been doing these wonderful weekly training calls, and Edie Wadsworth talked this morning, and she is amazing. She's a doctor, and she has just been blown away with Young Living and has been able to share that with other people. Her story is, you just need to go look her up and learn about her story. And she was saying today that having a massive goal and massive action towards that goal with a heart of love, with a place of love that you're sharing from to reach those goals and to pursue those actions every day is what you need. And that the obstacles that you will encounter are actually there because you are on the correct path. And I thought that was a very interesting concept. I've never looked at it that way. The obstacles are there as a reminder of you are here for a reason and you're going to learn something from this obstacle and you're going to get over it and move on to the next thing. So that was really powerful. Okay, so let's talk about your why and how you can develop your why. Some people want extra finances to get out of debt. Other people want to build their dream home. Some people have a mission just to help others. So your why could be one specific thing, or it could be a multiple of things. It is up to you. You just need to know what your why is and realize that it will change over time. Um, so, like I said, it needs to be very powerful. Here's an example. If your why is to save money for your child to go to college, whenever things get rough, would you say this to your kid? Mom's going to give up on her dream. I am not going to fund your college through this opportunity. Like, nobody would say that. So your why needs to be that heartfelt and that serious of an issue, that it would be stupid to give up. Okay, I wrote down on a piece of paper, and like 25 different reasons why I pursue my Young Living business. So number one, I want to help thousands of families. Number two, retire from teaching. Number three, annual trips with friends and annual trips with family. Retire my husband Scott. Hire a housekeeper. So these are all different things that motivate me. So I want you to think about you on a piece of paper. It could just be like a notebook piece of paper, nothing fancy. This could be your rough draft or it could be your final draft. It does not make a difference. So on a piece of paper, make sure you have a pen. I want you to think about what is your why and answer these questions to help you discover your why. Number one, if you could change your life in any way, what would you want to change? Number two, think about what your dream life would look like. What does your daily life look like? Number three, what are some of the activities that you would do every day? Number four, who would be around you? Who would you get to do life with? Number five, what would your finances look like? Number six, if you were debt free, what would you be able to do and how would you feel? Number seven, would you go on more vacations? Where and who would you take with you? Number eight, what would your grocery shopping list look like? You didn't have to stick to a budget. Make sure read every day, everybody, even your pets. Number nine, how would you feel if you were able to provide for your family exactly like you wanted to? So reflect on this. You can go back and watch those questions. Think about what is your why, write it down, and I want you to look at that every single morning. Okay, so that's all we have for today. Tomorrow I'm going to do another clip, another segment about the business basics with Young Living. And by the end of the week, you will have all the information that you need to launch into your Young Living business. Okay, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.